Yo, welcome to the Diablo Podcast.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? We got my boy Brandon right here.
BEE.TYL, what's up, bro?
BEE.TYL.
Thank you for having me up.
Nah,
of course.
Thank you for coming, my G. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually pretty fucking sick because I've known you for a little while now and all that.
So you have history.
I've literally seen. How old were you when I fucking met you, bro?
When you met me, I was like 13 years old.
And then how old are you right now? You're 18?
18.
Oh shit, so that's 5 years.
Yeah.
Damn, that's lit.
I don't even know if I was in high school yet when we first like.
No, yeah.
Like he was in high school,
that's
bro.
8th grade, right?
Yeah.
I thought he was like that's mad old because he was just so fucking tall. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
That's a fact. I could see that.
Oh, yeah, this kid's taller than me, so I was like, shit.
And wait, so you met him?
I met him through one of my boys, right?
Yeah.
Through my boy
Michael.
Mike and shit, yeah.
Shout out to Michael. Yeah.
But
Shout
through what though?
out
Like,
how'd you know Mike? How'd you know Mike?
That's actually a crazy question, yo. I don't even remember how me and Mike got in contact. Like, it just sort of happened naturally. We just started, like, it was a time where we were kicking it a lot. Like, we were just chilling, like, every day, and that's how I met you. And, like, it was pretty lit, yeah.
Were you, like, smoking and shit at that time? Or
no, not even, I don't think.
Oh, but you were drinking, though.
Yeah.
I remember you were drinking, right?
I was already drinking, yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot. I was definitely already smoking. First time I smoked. First time.
I was in the 6th grade.
So, wait, what was the first time you smoked?
Yeah, I'm thinking, yo, we can all share this one, yo. First time I smoked, I was, I'm going to like 7th grade. I'm dead ass. It's like 7th grade. It's like 7 in the morning. I'm walking to the bathroom. I think I'm just going to, like, use the bathroom, go to class. I walk in there, and this kid, Jacob, bro, he's just in there. Rolling up. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
It smelled, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And I pull up on him. He's like, you want to find out? That was it. That was the
first time I ever took a first pull, we skipped school. Like, it was me and my boys, so we just decided. Well, we went to school and then we ended up leaving because we went to the back door and we went to a park. And at first I didn't know what weed was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they were just rolling like in the park, and they were like, "Yo, so you want to smoke?" And I was like, "Wait, so what is this?" And I was like, "Yo, it's just weed," you know what I'm saying? And I always knew about weed because I grew up like in Bushwick and shit.
Of course.
So I was like, yeah, it's free, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I took my first pull, bro, that shit was lit.
So which area like you pretty much like, because like he was just saying he was from Bushwick. I know you're from Brooklyn too, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I grew up in Brooklyn, spent my whole life in Brooklyn, and like, I did spend, there was a time where I lived in the Bronx with my brothers, but like my main hood, like I grew up in Sheepshead Bay, in Brooklyn, like that.
Yeah, a lot of cool scenery and shit.
Yeah, it's a great place. I know you shot a few music videos over there.
Yeah,
also.
I used to live in Midwood.
Yeah, of course. Shout out to Brooklyn. Yeah, of
Coming
course.
on the Ave, you know what I'm saying? How we doing the Ave?
But growing up in Sheepshead was it was weird. It was also like a predominantly like Russian neighborhood, and I don't speak Russian, so it was like.
Wait, so where are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. I am. It's actually a handful. I'm fucking Armenian, Georgian, Romanian, and Polish, and this just comes from like my family being spread out in like Europe. But like my neighborhood was like straight up Russian, like because you grew up there too, But like growing up on Sheepshead was like, it made a lot of like my personality and shit, like the high schools over there and all that,
So how was the high schools over there? Because I knew how the high school were over here.
Yeah.
So how was it over there?
Alright, bro. This is something not a lot of people know. I dropped out.
Where?
I dropped out.
At what age?
It was junior year. I had to have been like
16, 17.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because I was
not
gonna
that
drop
long
out
ago
that
either.
year too.
Yeah.
I was gonna drop out at that age too.
Yeah, that's not even that far away from him either.
It's not.
And
that's
like
only 2 years ago.
Yeah. It was not that long ago. But like everybody was like, yo, you can't do this. It's not gonna work out for you. I did it and I took my GED and I passed. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was no problem. Like,
so wait, I remember at that point you were also playing guitar and shit too.
Yeah.
Like you were trying to like get into it and stuff like that. And you always like wanted to do music. And that's why we chilling right now and all that.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I fuck with it.
Full circle.
Yeah, of course. So like, did you have like music like in your area? Were there a lot of people that played music and shit that you like? Kind of like what got you into like you know what I'm saying like what you wanted to actually do this shit.
Right. So what's a little crazy about that? Growing up in Sheepshead, there wasn't a very active music scene in Sheepshead.
No, of course not.
Like, there's not even a venue.
Of course not. Yeah, fuck
you know what
that.
I mean? There wasn't a venue, and like I got into like around that time I was getting into like hardcore bands, like metalcore, like the scene. And then I just started coming to local shows. I started coming to your guys' shows. I started coming to Zume's shows. Like I was spending a lot of time there. That's how I met Chris and the rest of you guys. And from there, I wasn't sure what to do with my music because like I was like one person. And
you didn't have a producer or anything.
Yeah, I didn't have a producer. I was one person. I didn't have like a reliable band. Then I met Farhan. And like through that, it took some time. We did some figuring out, but like throughout time, we kind of figured out like a sound that works for me to be me, like by myself and stuff. And it's
but you could also be like you have different influences that literally like. You could bring it to your music, because I know you listen to a lot of shit. So what are you listening to like right now and all that?
Ooh, right now? It's kind of crazy. It's a little unexpected for me. Like nowadays, I listen to a lot of trap. Like I'll be listening to like Peep and stuff, but like shout out Peep, shout out X, like rest in peace to both of them. Yeah, for real. That was like huge. That like kind of that woke up the community. I think a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody was kind of like.
It really did. Yeah.
Yeah, this really happened. Like these people aren't here right now, and like that shit kind of like, you know what I mean? Like you people, they're people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like. That's what I be listening to right now, but my main influences from like back, I still have like Under Oath and like Modest Mouse and like all these like old like indie alternative metal, everything like that, bro. That's what I like grew up listening to.
So walking in the streets of Sheepshead with your headphones on, what are you seeing and what are you listening to?
Or at that point.
Today or like
no,
back
just
then?
back then. Back then, bro.
Back then I'm listening to like fucking, this is funny, back then I'm listening to like Asking Alexandria's like Stand Up and Scream and like walking with my headphones in and just you know what I mean?
You fuck with the new album though, right?
Same.
Yeah.
That's pretty brolic, bro. As far as like, I know you had like you was doing your band shit and you had like stuff like that, so like what's your take on your music right now? Like are you finna play like some guitar and all that and have like shit like that?
Yeah.
You know, to be completely honest, like my idea with the music right now is, it was hard for me to make the transition. It was a difficult transition to make from coming from this like ideology is like I'm in a band, like there needs to be instruments being played, and like a couple concepts I had, but then like after discovering like Peep and X, I was like, you know, wait, you can sing on a beat, you can like do your thing on a beat. So I'm taking like what I think is just the modern sound, but I'm trying to bring a little bit more emotion into it, because I feel like it's very easy, and this is, I love all, you know, I be listening to the same stuff, but it's easy to jump on like the beat and just whatever, you know, but like I'm trying to take a lot of thought into the words that I'm like putting out into the world, you know what I mean, and like make sure that I can have some sort of
because people reflect on that stuff too.
Exactly.
And I rather have like a fan base of people who can genuinely relate and be like, oh, this is nice to hear, like this helps, than like, you know, just generate, you know, that's my main thing, because I feel like with a lot of music now too, it's like, it's just, you're engineered, what's cool, what isn't, you see, you told a lot of stuff, but when, it's better to figure these things out for yourself, like, instead of like being influenced by like all these mass influencers, it's better to just like create your own idea, and that's kind of what I'm pushing for, like just be yourself.
Yeah, totally.
Alright, so in your second song, Self-Destructive, right, what was your mindset behind that?
You know, I guess like, you know, that one's kind of clear. Like I was just getting lit a lot, going to parties. No, you're lit, bro. Going to parties, like doing a lot of crazy shit, and like it's fun. I love it. You know, like you know,
you should be wilding out on the ground.
Absolutely, absolutely. The fun hasn't stopped at all. But at some point it felt like a little, like, I just felt the negative side to it, and I was like, I can kind of...
it was too much, right?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, I went through that.
Push yourself to a couple, you know what I mean? You're like, okay, like, and that's where, it's weird, that's where the inspiration for that came from. And it was fun to write about, though. Because it was simple, too, there wasn't too much going on there. And, like, I kept it simple, but the point was there, you know? Yeah. Like, I enjoyed making that, too. It was a fun one to make, of course. Once again, with Farhan, like, it was great. Like, shout out to
Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna be bumping your tracks after this.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
So what kind of sound would you say you have? Like...
you know, it's
like...
Actually, yeah, hell, like, you know?
I don't even know if it's like, it's not really like that. It's just like singing shit, like over, like how like a singer would approach like a beat, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just some shit like that, like pop, like I don't know, like some weird like, you know what I'm saying? It has
absolutely.
Cause like it has to be some sort of like pop type of like alternative type sound. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah. But like my main thing, like thinking about that, like I've only released 2 songs, and the next one that's coming out is following this path as well. It's gonna be like you've heard it today. You know, we were making it today. It's definitely gonna follow this path of like light pop music, but like we were talking about before, some of my biggest inspirations in the world of music come from like heavy things and like metal and core and like also like alternative punk and stuff. So it's like with the future, I want to do a lot of things with my sound. Like right now, right now I feel there's a very big trap influence. It's popping right now. I'm enjoying it. It's a great platform for music, but I want to expand. definitely.
Yeah.
Like this is a start. Like, I want to expand.
Keep on growing for sure.
Yeah, with the sound I can do and all that kind of stuff. It's just yeah, I definitely want a heavy song. Yeah, like, I want stuff people can mosh to too. Like I want you to be able to come to my concert and dance. Like I fuck with that, but then I also want
so
to
can you scream though?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
I used to OD. Yeah.
I remember one of his first tracks. I think it was screaming.
Yeah. That's like I don't even really.
So when do you think you will try that kind of beat?
It's gonna be a while. Not too long, but I want to release like at least like a tape or something with the sound I have right now.
Yeah,
like
I fuck with that.
5-6 songs like that, maybe maybe I don't know,
So it's like your overall vibe, like you said, it's like chill, sad vibes, type shit, like shit like that.
Like you're smoking alone in your room, like it's like 3 a.m. You're like I'm gonna roll another J, like you're just chilling there, you roll up again, smoking, it's good stuff to listen to.
So what do you be doing at 3 a.m?
Whatever.
Smoking J's.
What happens from that smoking J? Like what do you be thinking about? Cause like when we smoked earlier and we had that backwood, I was thinking so much, and we had like a full like I don't know, it was like 15 minutes straight, like clap talk. So like when I'm by myself, I just be thinking into the world like big shit. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, I see so much, and I'm finna try shrooms soon. So.
We out.
Oh, we out of here.
I'm trying to go on a trip. I'm trying to do some shit like in like I don't know. We're trying to do crazy shit, bro.
Oh hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like you tried them, yeah. Can we talk? Is this like that? Are we good to talk about this?
Yeah.
You'll keep that in there, yeah. Alright, you're a word. Psychedelics are great, yo.
You done them?
Yes, I mean, yeah.
Tell us about some of your trips, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. Okay, let's do it.
Wait, first, do you prefer? Do you feel like you like shrooms more, or you like acid more?
Shrooms.
So tell us about your craziest or best shrooms experience.
Shrooms I've only taken like 4 or 5 times. Or no.
That's a decent amount though.
Yeah.
Like you had a good time on them.
3 more times than I have.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's fun.
Yeah. Have you enjoyed the times you've done them?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's always it's a vibe.
Exactly.
It's like a vibe.
Yeah, it's entirely, it's amazing.
I fuck with that.
I have a goal. I'm gonna go back to the question, but I have a goal. I want to make a song while tripping one day. Like, I really.
You definitely could, bro.
Yeah, like.
Pull it up in like 2 weeks. Come through to the studio.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. Yo, I just feel like I'll just like like it's dope, but. Yeah, I mean, I've had crazier experiences on acid, but that's why I like shrooms better. Like.
So what's your craziest like acid experience? I don't know if you want to talk
Do you guys know? It's not. It's pretty good. Do you guys know about the Flapper Zombies?
Yes.
They're like a rap group from.
Flapper Zombies.
Yeah.
And yeah. And I popped 2 tabs of L and went to their concert. It's just like that's what you can imagine. I'm in the mosh pit and I'm seeing things that aren't there. I'm jumping, I'm pushing, like I'm just going crazy. And at some point I just booked it. I just left the concert.
Mosh?
Yeah, of course. And I just ran out of the concert and it was really funny. The concert wasn't even over. I just booked it.
Why?
I was tripping.
I felt that. I was tripping.
So like what caused you to leave? Like what was the scene?
Bro, honestly, it's like I don't even remember. Like I was just nothing too crazy, but like pretty fucking crazy. Like I walked into the bathroom, and like the bathroom there had these like black and white tiles, and like every like tile was black, white, and when you keep walking on that shit and you're tripping at that, so like it started like going in. It was like Alice in Wonderland. I was like, yo, I'm down. I was like, I'm out.
Yo. Wait, what was you seeing on the subway?
Yeah, exactly. Like going back home.
Bro, that was a crazy. That was a crazy trip too. That was like
I was imagine,
yeah, bro.
What train?
You train
back and forth.
You train all the way home from like 14th Street, yeah, and I'm just sitting there like listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, trying to calm myself down. Like I'm like, okay, this is good. It was really funny. It was a great time though. All
Wait,
things
what did you
considered.
see though, or like?
Ooh, I have no clue.
Nah.
I don't remember like the specific, just crazy shit. Like just.
So like you just be smoking weed nowadays?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You off of cigarettes and then you off of cigarettes now?
Yeah, trying to be off cigarettes for the
I
moment.
mean, we were smoking that backwood. We was getting that Nick high.
The backwood's pretty lit though. The backwood's worth it. But that's what I mean. Like it's enough as is.
Honey
But
bourbon. Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get
Shout out backwards.
Nah, it's gonna happen.
Do you feel like the people around you have influenced you positively?
Yeah, I mean, maybe not like directly like where I'm from, like the kids in Sheepshead are wild, like, you know what I mean? But when I get to come like here directly, honestly, if it wasn't for the collective of all of you guys, like, because Farhan produces my music, Brian did my music video, they were like one of the first bands I saw perform live. You know, I'd become friends with Farhan before that even. Me and Farhan were friends for a long time as well. And like seeing it happen, and like even the space we're in right now,
that's a fact.
you guys, this is your space. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is your
before
space.
We were operating.
Yeah.
We were doing cool things.
And to see all that, it's like, oh wait, you can do it. Like, you know, just do it. Like, and that's when I just, it was a huge positive influence, because the people also, like, I grew up around and, like, all that, they're not very, they'll maybe, like, you know, they're just not as involved in music, you know what I mean? So to actually have friends who are, and to have such a supportive collective is, like, very important.
When you have, like, that's the most important thing, is because, like, you have, like, cool things that could go for you in like so many different ways, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like I said, I think I said earlier, there was a lot of confusion as how to approach music as one person.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that door opened, like as soon as, I don't even know how it happened, I think it was a suggestion from Farhan. He was like, would you consider singing on a beat? And I was like, yeah. You know, like, I was like, yeah, why not? And that's when Untitled happened, and that's as soon as that like door unlocked, I was like, This is it. This is an amazing way to approach this. And then, like I said, Breen helped me with the music video, all came together very nicely. And I was like, okay, this is an active, like, I can pursue what's going on right here, you know?
Yeah.
And it's gotten, like, relatively, you know, not to, but I've gotten from peers and whatnot, like, you know,
good response.
Good response, thumbs up. That's so I'm like, okay, you know? Yeah, you know?
So, like, as far as, like, the response from, like, others, like, your peers and stuff, like, they really are, like, generally like fucking with it. Like, have you seen, obviously, like, being a musician, I don't see like too much hate or like from anything, like I don't really see the hate, like you only see it here and there. Like, do you see people like who act funny, like even like from previous circles in your life?
Or
only, like, you know, a hand, like, you know, an unimportant, like, if I don't know, you know, like, I'm trying to, like, I've seen it happen once or twice, like a comment or something, like I had one of my boys is like, oh, you released music video, you know. I just realized, like, negative energy is not meant to be like fed off of. You just gotta like stay positive and like
just don't let it face you.
Yeah, you gotta just absolutely stay positive and do what you want to do. And I actually, like, I agree, I haven't seen hate, but like positive feedback is important, and it's good to take that and like you know, and be like, you know, if there's at least this many people fucking with it, that's enough of a reason to get more people fucking with it, you know what I mean? So just
and that keeps building you up too.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
It makes you like, alright, I could do this now.
Because
there's people that want to listen to it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And it's nice to, it's absolutely, getting a few, and people from, the main thing that inspired me was that once it got like out of my circle a little bit, like surprisingly a lot of the handful of people that do listen, it comes from Russia. And that's surprising to me. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Like, I was like, okay, like, this is happening over there. These people have never even met me. So I was like, that's when I was like, okay, maybe if people who have never met me are like dropping a comment and being like, okay, do it. Like, then it's like, what the fuck? Just do it. Don't question it. Just do it. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, because I'm also like a very heavy thinker, and like I'm very able to like stop myself from doing something. So like right now I'm just trying to like turn that off in me and like
just pursue it.
Yeah. I want to separate myself from the rest, but I also want to make myself accessible to others.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, in the sense that like I want people to feel like, because there's a lot of competition.
There's like there's people that you can respect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I fuck with, because like that's how like the world goes around. That's how we all come up together too.
Exactly.
And like all
build each other up at the same time.
And all my peers that I respect and stuff, like I wanna at the same time I wanna separate so people can be like, he is an individual in music. I want it to be open to work with people that fuck with me and people that I fuck with. Like, you know, I would never like keep
just have your own sound, but still
make room for people to be a part of that. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
But I definitely want my own sound. Like, I think I do have it, but I think it's my lyrics that
it's mostly
lyrics. I think that would be the one thing that makes my music different. you know.
So what's your favorite lyric?
Out of my music, you see, I have a lot of unreleased lyrics and like songs and stuff.
So you can say anything.
So
actually,
that's the thing. To say it now, it wouldn't even exist until like, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to speak the hot fire. Someone's gonna steal it.
But the one thing I will say is that I hope to one day, I want to throw, I don't know how we'll make it, you know, I want to throw Zume on a track, and I also have one other person at the moment that I have my boy Crown Kid, and I don't know how many people know yet, but shout out to Crown Kid, like, he wants to come, we were getting drunk on my balcony the other day, and he was like, let's just give it a shot, he's like, I like that you're doing it, he's like, you know, let me just rap with you or something. Not even like that, like, he's good on his own too, like, he makes his own stuff, but he hasn't had, like, platform, so I was like, yo, come try to make a song with me. So that's a goal of mine. Those are 2 goals of mine. I want to get tape out at some point too. But that's like, I'm excited. I just want to make music, you know, like.
Whatever track you're trying to do is
that's gonna be the one where I bring like some different influences. Maybe not even like that's what's cool. Like I see 2 paths I could take with a collaboration there, because one could be a heavy one and then one could be incorporating them on you guys onto like less heavy track as well. But we'll see, you know, we'll see. I definitely want to bring screaming back as well. I mean, during the production of today's track, we almost threw a scream in there, and I think that's when I was like, not yet, but like I was this close, like, you know, I want that influence there. I want to separate myself from the rest, but I also want to make myself accessible to other artists.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, in the sense that, like, I want people to feel like, because there's a lot of competition.
There's people that you could respect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I fuck with, because, like, that's how, like, the world goes around. That's how we all come up together, too.
Exactly.
And, like, all
build each other up at the same time.
And all my peers that I respect and stuff, like, I want to, at the same time, I want to separate so people can be like, he is an individual in music. I want it to be open to work with people that fuck with me and people that I fuck with. Like, you know, I would never, like, keep
just have your own sound, but still
make room for people to be a part of that. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
But I definitely want my own sound. Like, I think I do have it, but I think it's my lyrics that
it's mostly
definitely lyrics. I think that would be the one thing that makes my music different. You know?
So what's your favorite lyric?
Out of my music, you see, I have a lot of unreleased lyrics and like songs and stuff.
So you can say anything.
So
actually,
that's the thing. To say it now, it wouldn't even exist until like, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to speak the hot fire. Someone's gonna steal it.
But the one thing I will say is that I hope to one day, I want to throw, I don't know how we'll make it, you know, I want to throw Zume on a track, and I also have one other person at the moment that I have my boy Crown Kid, and I don't know how many people know yet, but shout out to Crown Kid, like, he wants to come, we were getting drunk on my balcony the other day, and he was like, let's just give it a shot, he's like, I like that you're doing it, he's like, you know, let me just rap with you or something. Not even like that, like, he's good on his own too, like, he makes his own stuff, but he hasn't had, like, platform, so I was like, yo, come try to make a song with me. So that's a goal of mine. Those are 2 goals of mine. And I want to get tape out at some point too. But that's like, I'm excited. I just want to make music, you know, like.
Whatever track you're trying to do is
that's gonna be the one where I bring like some different influences. Maybe not even like that's what's cool. Like I see 2 paths I could take with a collaboration there, because one could be a heavy one and then one could be incorporating them on you guys onto like less heavy track as well. But we'll see, you know, we'll see. I definitely want to bring screaming back as well. I mean, during the production of today's track, we almost threw a scream in there, and I think that's when I was like, not yet, but like I was this close, like, you know, I want that influence there. The way other people dress actively influences myself. Like right now, I just look at like old photos of punks and stuff. Like I like that punk vibe. It's coming back. You know what I mean? Like even Playboy Cardi, like artists like that, they're bringing punk imagery and stuff back into their music, and that's really cool. Punk imagery was dope. Punks are cool. Like, you know. And that's an influence. I like seeing how other people dress and stuff. All different kinds of cultures too. Like not cultures, but I mean communities. Because skaters dress different than like people who are making music. Or like sometimes it can be like that. You know what I mean?
And sometimes it does go together.
Yeah, and that's the best part. That's like the main thing. Just collaborating all these different kinds of like things that are going on in the world. Make it sick. Yeah, me too. Actually, me too. I have a board. I have a toy machine board that I haven't assembled. It's just the toy machine board. It's a mad nice board, and the reason I haven't put it together is I want to put nice parts on it, you know? Like, so it's just sitting there.
Now we guys have a board too?
Is it strapped like? Does it have like the wheels on it?
Yeah,
everything.
It has everything.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
As far as like your first track, you did that with myself, Farhan, behind the camera right now.
Of course.
You did the video with me, and we're just gonna talk about like what your lyrics are. We're just talking about your lyrics, emotions, and shit. Like I wanted to see what you were putting into the world at that point. What's this track?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so for Untitled in specific, and it was kind of like, it was a hard decision to make because like right off the bat, this was like my first track that I was putting out under my name, under being me, and I was like, how seriously do I want to like take this? Not in the sense of like, do I want it to sound good, but how seriously do I want to make the content?
Yeah.
So I sort of like approached I sort of approached a rather serious situation like lyrically, and I try to make it like sort of like poetry flowing, like, and you know. And I went for that, and the track's about, I had a friend who passed away, and like, he was like a really close friend of mine, and even though we hadn't spent that much time chilling and stuff, it's somebody you just appreciate, you know what I mean, like a good vibe out in the world, and why would you not appreciate someone like that, you know? And then of course something happened, he passed away because of drugs, you know, and then like, I wanted to turn that into something. I was like, I don't just want to sit here and like let this not mean anything to me, so I was like, if this is my first step as a musician, I was like, that's how I want to take it, and that's what I did, and that's what that was about.
That's like that we had the light bulb concept with that too.
Yeah.
That's like, it's in the ground, that looks sick as fuck with that. I didn't even think of that.
So
That's
that's actually what we discussed. You were like, it was like someone reaching out.
Yeah, but I didn't even know that situation had happened.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. So that was a huge influence on me.
So it's like me finding out about that now, and like I came up with a concept where I was just like, yo, I wanted to see you digging a light bulb into the ground and shit. Like, this is like a cool little concept. I thought it was like one of my favorite ones too, so I fuck with that.
Yeah,
it was like a music video too.
The music video was also out as well.
Yeah.
Me and Reed did a music video together.
Go look it up. It's on my page.
It's on mine as well. There's a link. I posted it. It's pretty sick. There's a lot of cool shots. I had a fun time making it.
I might get a few more out in the future.
Of course.
I have a one coming up or.
A music video coming up right now. I've got a few songs lined up in my head. I got a little bit of like an idea that I want to release. I want to kind of put them out there and see how people react, and then I'm definitely gonna make videos for them.
No, yeah,
definitely. But like.
So what track you've released a track recently too, right?
Yeah. It was another rather serious one. It was called Self-Destructive, and it was just like.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
Like,
I don't care when you were making it.
Yeah, that's true. Here's I'm making this one too. We made a new one today, actually. Farhan produced this one as well. Farhan produces all my tracks. That's like how it's gonna be. Yeah, shout out to Farhan. That's how this is gonna be.
Word.
And
we out here.
That one was fun to make. I was just chilling in my room, and I had the beat on.
Yeah.
And I was just like singing to myself, whatever. You know, my mom was in the kitchen doing something.
Like,
wait,
so what kind of stuff?
Wait.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, so how do you get into that zone when you're trying to make like music?
It's weird. There has to be like something going on for me to like think about and write about.
We have 1 minute left on this battery.
I know where on the battery.
Oh, sorry, on the SD card. 5 minutes on 5% on the battery though.
I'm releasing this one right now.
Alright.
But yeah, there needs to be something going on. I like to smoke, you know, like it's, you know, that's what we got going on right now.
That's a fact.
And just sit down and think for a second, you know, like just slow everything down, think for a second, like try to turn that shit into like lyrics, you know. That's
so
my
you think
thing.
about like real shit that happened to you.
Of course, most of the time, yeah.
And that's how it comes out. Okay.
There's definitely got, like I said, there's definitely got to be something going on. Like, it doesn't always even have to be negative. It can be a positive thing. But if there's like, if it's a boring phase in my life, or if there's like not something exciting happen, like it's hard for me to like find a way to write music.
Yeah.
Alright, so. Nice seeing you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, thank you for being in the Diablo podcast. I was saying, bro, my bad.
Alright, nah, for real. Thanks for being in this podcast. It was lit as fuck.
It was a good last conversation.
Word.
Alright,
peace.
Peace out, yo.